Delhi and Mumbai, the two largest cities in India. Heck, two of the largest cities in the world. But which one is bigger? Well, it depends on how you look at it. City proper, Mumbai is bigger. But based on the metropolitan area, Delhi is bigger, with 31.8 million people. To put that in perspective, if the Delhi metro area was a country, it'd be the 46th most populous country in the world. Delhi has the third largest metropolitan area in the world. Some say second. But hey, Mumbai is sitting there at number 7, some say 6, with 22.2 million people. So yeah, if you combine the metro areas of Delhi and Mumbai, that's 54 million people, and it'd then be the 27th most populous country in the world, ahead of South Korea and right behind Myanmar. But enough of that. Both are two of the most influential cities in the world, and I've noticed there's a bit of a rivalry going on between the two. I know I have viewers from both, so feel free to start talking trash in the comments below. What's that? You already have? Wonderful. Delhi is home to the capital of India, New Delhi, which is entirely within Delhi's borders, just south of Old Delhi. More on why there's a New Delhi and Old Delhi later. But while New Delhi is the capital of India, Mumbai is the financial, commercial, and entertainment capital of India. Oh, and it's the capital of the Indian state of Maharashtra. Both are about 1,436 kilometers, or 891 miles apart. That's about a 25-hour road trip, but a flight between the two would just take over 2 hours. Both are two of the most densely populated cities in the world. That said, Mumbai has a higher population density. Both attract lots of migrants from the rest of the country and historically have attracted immigrants from around the world. As you might expect, both have horrible traffic and high commute times. However, traffic is worse in Mumbai. Perhaps this is because Delhi generally has wider roads and slightly better infrastructure than Mumbai. Both also have horrible air quality due to pollution caused by industry, motor vehicles, construction, area crop burning, and fireworks, among other things. However, air pollution is worse in Delhi. In fact, Delhi consistently ranks as one of the worst cities in the world for air quality each year. Check out all that smog in Mumbai. Now check out all that smog in Delhi. Wow. Toxic smog got so bad in Delhi a couple years ago that they had to divert flights and even shut down schools. Around half of residents in both cities live in slums without access to public utilities, including plumbing and sewage. Historically, these have been places that have suffered from many epidemics due to extremely cramped living conditions, poor sanitation, and a general lack of medical care. Dharavi in Mumbai is possibly Asia's largest slum, made famous by the movie Slumdog Millionaire. Around 1 million people live there, and yes, it's one of the most densely populated places on Earth. The local government is pretty hands-off of Dharavi, which has actually led to some pretty incredible innovations there. That all said, both Mumbai and Delhi are the two richest cities in India, with Mumbai being the very richest. Economic inequality is pretty obvious in both. Residents of both speak a variety of different languages. Many in both are taught to speak multiple languages fluently in school. You'll see street signs in both cities in several different languages. The most spoken language in Delhi is Hindi, followed by Punjabi and Urdu. The most spoken languages in Mumbai are Marathi, Hindi, English, and Gujarati. Similar to the rest of the country, residents of both cities are fairly religious, but slightly more so in Delhi. The biggest religion in both is Hinduism, but Hinduism is far more dominant in Delhi, with around 81% of its residents identifying as Hindu, compared to 65% of Mumbai residents. The second biggest religion in both cities is Islam, and fourth biggest religion in both is Jainism. Oh, but what about the third biggest in both? Google it, you punk! Just kidding, I'll tell you. It's Buddhism in Mumbai and Sikhism in Delhi. Both have amazing street markets, although Delhi probably has more iconic street shopping. Oh, and both also have amazing street food. I'm not going to take sides on where it's better. Mumbai is famous for vada pav, pav bhaji, and bhel. Delhi is famous for golgappa, chole bhature, aloo chat, and ram laddu. That's enough about food, I'm getting hungry. Both have high literacy rates compared to the rest of the country. Mumbai is also still referred to as Bombay, probably since that was its official name up until 1995. Delhi used to be called different names too back in the day. Hey, let's get into some history. Delhi is much, much older. In fact, it's one of the oldest cities in the world. It's been continuously inhabited at least since the 500s BC. While the area of modern-day Mumbai has had humans settled there going back as far as the South Asian Stone Age, the city didn't really emerge until the mid-1700s. Due to its strategic location, Delhi has a long history of being built, destroyed, rebuilt, destroyed again, rebuilt, destroyed again, back and forth for centuries, thanks to outside invaders coming in. For 457 years, the Tomar clan of Rajputs ruled the city. Meanwhile, future Mumbai was ruled by the Shilahara dynasty. At that time, future Mumbai was scattered over several islands. And then Sunni Muslims came in and established an Islamic empire over large parts of the Indian subcontinent. During that time, from about 1226 to 1526, sultans ruled the empire from Delhi, and they controlled the islands of future Mumbai as well. The Portuguese had taken control of the islands by 1535, and soon were actively involved with developing them for trade and converting the locals to Christianity, encouraging intermarriage with the local population. Beginning in the late 1500s, more European powers would find their way there to make some money. Meanwhile, the Mughal Empire was now taking over the subcontinent. In 1648, Delhi became the capital of the Mughal Empire under the rule of Shah Jahan, who ruled from there when the empire was at its peak of glory. Jump ahead to the 1660s and 1670s, and there were some major power struggles between the Portuguese, Dutch, and English over the islands of future Mumbai. The population of the islands skyrocketed, and soon the Mughal Empire was wanting to take them over as well. And the next thing you know, there's a war between the English and the Mughal Empire. The Anglo-Mughal War, which I like to call Child's War, was the first Anglo-Indian war on the Indian subcontinent. The Mughal Empire won, and ultimately it resulted in the English East India Company saying, "My bad," and paying fines so it could continue doing business there. However, the English East India Company would have the last laugh, as they had taken control of most of the Indian subcontinent by the end of the 1700s after defeating the Mughal Empire over a series of battles earlier in the century. Well, the Mughal Empire also got attacked by a bunch of other groups as well, but I digress. By then, the English had developed Bombay into a major trading town and had created new land, also called land reclamation, to unite all the islands into one. The 1700s were particularly violent for Delhi. The Maratha Empire had taken over Delhi, but only after multiple horrendous battles, and after the Rohillas and Durrani Empire also temporarily controlled it. Oh, and then the Sikh Empire briefly took over the city after another battle, before losing it to the Maratha again. However, that didn't last long, because in 1803, during the Second Anglo-Maratha War, the now British East India Company defeated the Maratha Empire. And so, throughout the 1800s and into the 1900s, both Bombay and Delhi were under British control, as was the entire Indian subcontinent. The British established crown rule in India after the Indian Rebellion of 1857, a major uprising of Indians to kick the British East India Company out. Today, you can still see the heavy influence of Britain on both cities, but that legacy is a dark one. Indeed, most Indians wanted the imperialist British out and wanted self-rule, and the Indian independence movement was prominent in both cities beginning in the late 1800s. In 1885, 72 Indian delegates met in Bombay to form the Indian National Congress. Very long story short, The British lost control of India in 1947. After India formally became an independent country, leaders officially declared New Delhi the place where the national government would meet up. But it had already been the capital of British India for decades before that, and that's why there's an Old Delhi and New Delhi, because the British built a separate area of government buildings and called it New Delhi. Quote, Old Delhi was simply the area where previous empires had held power, and it actually used to be called Shahjahanabad. Since independence, both cities have at times been turbulent with riots and bombings, but simultaneously, both cities have steadily grown, becoming industry centers, magnets for migrants with plenty of jobs and prosperity compared to other parts of India. In the 1990s, Shiv Sena, the Hindu nationalist political party, changed Bombay's name to Mumbai to reverse the legacy of colonialism. The name Mumbai pays tribute to the goddess Mumba Devi. Apparently, it was a controversial thing to change the name of the city, and today many still refer to the city as Bombay. The two cities remain exciting places that are among the most quickly growing cities in the world. Now let's look at some differences between the two for the rest of the video, eh? First of all, let's look at the obvious stuff. Delhi is in North India. Mumbai is in Western India. Delhi is not only a city, but also a union territory of India for real. How about geography? Mumbai mainly sits on an island, Salsette Island to be specific. As I said earlier, historically it sat on many islands, but over the years they were gradually united through land reclamation projects. If you Google City of Seven Islands, Mumbai shows up, since that's its nickname, since the city can be traced back to 7 distinct islands. But yeah, it's a coastal city right there by the Arabian Sea. It's even got beaches, yo. Delhi sits on some plains not that far from mountains. They are actually floodplains that are very fertile, but are, prone to floods all the time. Unlike Mumbai, Delhi hasn't got rid of all the water. It hasn't converted its wetlands, and therefore its ponds support the largest number of bird species known to be using ponds anywhere in the world. Yeah, even though many of these ponds are polluted, Mumbai also has had to worry about flooding during monsoon season. The Aravalli Range circles around parts of Delhi, and Delhi's not that far from the Himalayas, baby. Just about 175 kilometers northeast of the city, you are already getting into its foothills. Much of Mumbai is barely above sea level, but the further north you get in the city, the hillier it tends to get. Mumbai is also near mountains, the epic Western Ghats Range, which is located near much of India's west coast. While Delhi has a humid subtropical climate near a hot semi-arid climate, Mumbai has a tropical climate with a dry season from October to May and a wet season the rest of the year. While Mumbai is warm and humid pretty much the entire year, Delhi does get cooler in the winter. Although it hardly ever gets below freezing and has never snowed there, Delhi often gets this crazy fog and haze in the winter. The main natural disaster in both is flooding, but Mumbai can sometimes experience cyclones and Delhi can sometimes experience earthquakes. The Yamuna River, which is sacred in Hinduism, is the only major river that flows through Delhi, while Mumbai has 4 rivers that flow through it: the Dahisar, the Poisar, the Oshiwara, and the Mithi. These rivers can dramatically get bigger during monsoon season. Speaking of which, Mumbai gets way more rainfall than Delhi. Almost 3 times as much, actually. Mumbai is more diverse, both in terms of ethnic backgrounds there, but also religions. It's also less religious overall. Delhi has more museums and better universities overall. Mass transit also seems to be a bit better there, but Delhi has a higher crime rate, as well as a higher unemployment rate lately. In particular, Mumbai seems to be safer for women. That said, Delhi also has a lower cost of living. The rising cost of living in Mumbai is a big reason why so many there live in cramped housing far from where they work. Despite quickly rising land and home prices there, it remains a very desirable city to work in with relatively high wages. As I said earlier, Mumbai is the richest city in India, accounting for more than 6% of India's total economy and has the 8th largest number of billionaires of any city in the world. This makes sense, as Mumbai is an easier city to do business in. Major industries in Delhi include information technology, media, banking, and tourism. Major industries in Mumbai also include tourism, but additionally finance, automobile manufacturing, and film. Oh heck yeah! Mumbai is the center of the Marathi cinema industry and Hindi film industry, popularly known around the world as Bollywood. The Bollywood name comes from the combination of Hollywood and Bombay, Mumbai's former name. The film industry is huge in India. In fact, more films are produced each year in India than any other country in the world by far, and Bollywood is the biggest film industry in India. Oh yeah? Well, India's largest music record label, T-Series, which is mostly known for its Bollywood music soundtracks, was founded in Delhi and is still based in the metro. T-Series also is known for releasing some of the biggest Indian pop or indie pop hits. And of course, you already probably knew that their YouTube channel is the most subscribed to channel ever.
I'm throwing my glove at you, T-Series. Fight me, IRL, to the death. No boxing glove and helmets. I'm talking about to the death here. Wait, they have 46 billion views? It's an Indian channel? It's an Indian channel?
Yep, T-Series has just a few million more subscribers than me. Mumbai arguably has a better nightlife and is known as a city that never sleeps. Mumbai is known for its distinct Victorian and Art Deco buildings. Delhi is known for its free tourist attractions and is part of India's Golden Triangle, an area where lots of tourists visit that's connected by the 3 cities of Delhi, Agra, and Jaipur. Hey, speaking of which, major attractions in Delhi include Red Fort, India Gate, Lotus Temple, and Humayun's Tomb. Major attractions in Mumbai include the Gateway of India, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus, the Sri Siddhivinayak Ganapati Mandir, and Sanjay Gandhi National Park, one of the few major national parks in the world that's within a huge city and one of the most visited parks in the world. You can even see tigers there and stuff. While India as a whole is still known for social hierarchies and a caste system that discriminates, based on my research, it seems those from the lower castes have had more of an opportunity to improve their lives in Mumbai. That said, the legacy of the caste system is still all too real in both cities. While the sport of cricket seems to be quite a big deal in both cities, as it is in many parts of India, it seems to be a much bigger deal in Mumbai. I wonder if I just made a bunch of Indians mad by saying that just now. But yeah, Mumbai was the first Indian city where cricket was played. In conclusion, Delhi and Mumbai are both amazing cities rich in history, but honestly, I'm just more excited about the future of both. They are both changing so much that this video will likely be soon outdated. Over the next few decades, keep your eyes on these two powerhouses, as they will only become more and more influential over the entire world. This video is sponsored by DataCamp. Want to be better at your job? DataCamp is an online learning platform that makes it easy to build data skills. It's the best way to learn, too. You learn at your own pace, and it's interactive, and you don't need any previous data skills to get started. DataCamp has courses for all different skill levels. I don't have any data skills, which is why Data Science for Everyone, a course that's an introduction to data science with no coding involved, was most appealing to me. Oh, and you don't need software. You can learn directly from your browser. There's more than 350 courses, and you can even take a free assessment, which gives you personalized learning recommendations. It's time to invest in yourself, man. All first chapters of every course on DataCamp are free, so what do you got to lose? You might as well try it out. Check out the link in the description of this video below, and thanks again to DataCamp for sponsoring this video. Okay, so So obviously I struggled with pronunciations again for this video, but I want to let you know that I really did try hard to get it right, as I always do. And I even had 2 friends of the channel from India read over the script, and they warned me the pronunciations would be rough. I'm going to give them a shout out now and probably mispronounce their names too. So a shout out to Nitesh and Adwitya for looking over my script. What do you think? Which city is better, Delhi or Mumbai? Let me know in the comments. Also, which 2 global cities should I compare next for this series? Your feedback is truly appreciated. Thanks for watching, you person.